I was always fucking up, getting into stupid shit and trying to be the cool guy. My name is Roman Abrego, and we are here at Artistic Element in Yucaipa, California. Been tattooing, I think, for 11, 12 years, something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but around there. I was always an artist. I always drew when I was younger. My grandfather kind of when I was a young kid, he always used to paint and draw, so I think I adapted to that. When I was younger, I was always fucking up, getting into stupid shit and trying to be the cool guy. Went to jail and shit, and then I just was drawing every day, pretty much bored, and just started tattooing a lot and met a bunch of cool friends in there and did, envelopes and drawings for their girlfriends and stuff like that. So I just really got into art, and when I got out, I just hit the streets and I was like, man, what the fuck? I need to do something with this, So I was working, and then I was doing road construction, and I started just tattooing all the guys on my road construction team, And they're like, Roman, why do you work? Because you're always working, what the hell, So I don't know. I just said fuck it one day. I was booked up. I was already booked up, so I was like, why am I going to work? I'm already booked up, So I just started tattooing, and from that day on, I just never stopped, and I just always had somebody to tattoo. So it's always been good for me. So I've just stayed at it, I really didn't apprentice under anyone. When I first started tattooing, I did all the worst things you could possibly think of. Every mistake you could possibly think of, I did. But I eventually learned, and then I eventually got into a shop. If I would have started at a tattoo shop and did an apprenticeship, I probably would have been a lot better and didn't waste a bunch of time, I eventually went to a tattoo shop. We started a shop on Mount Vernon. I met this guy and was tattooing at my house, and he's like, yeah, his dad is opening up a shop and he wants you to run it. And I'm like, he wants me to run it? That's crazy, I just barely started tattooing, but I met this guy named Cholo. I tattooed his face, and I was like, well, I got the best business partner I could open up a shop with, and we could run it, and da-da-da-da. So we went there, and we started running the shop, me and my buddy Cholo. We've just always been together ever since, so. It was kind of hard at first because we really didn't know what the hell to do, But then when we started meeting other people and doing other things, we started learning about everything and how we're supposed to do this and that. I honestly used one machine for probably 4 or 5 years. And I'd switch out my needles and all that stuff, man. And then I eventually got 3 or 4 machines. I've had so many different types of machines. So, pretty crazy. Basically, we're finishing up, just tying in some stuff in the smaller spots. We're just filling in with some cards and some smoke, and then finishing this up and tear it up. That actually fits really, really good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Oh,
it looks like it meant to go there or something.
I don't know what you're gonna do.
I'm thinking we'll do the dirt, the brown dirt from that, and then fade it. But yeah, I think if we just put more how I have these weeds here, and then red to a little bit of orange, and then with the smoke, I think that would look cool.
Yeah.
Today we're working on a sleeve that we've been working on for quite a while now. Kind of like an old western with cowboys and Indians. It's actually a really cool piece because I feel like I'm gonna be doing a lot of Indian portraits now. I just really like doing them. cool. I don't know, there's just a lot of texture in the face, and they're just fun, and they look awesome. And we're gonna be doing like, we got a train in the inside of the arm, and we were gonna do a train in this kind of like an Old West, New West, but we decided to go with something else, and we're gonna go with the Cowboys and Indians, and I think it's super cool. It's something different. I haven't seen it too much on other people, or especially not like color realism type stuff. So it's pretty cool. I'm happy I'm doing it. I just enjoy doing all the textured stuff and super detailed shit that people don't like to do. Just to see the outcome of everything, and just to get the initial shock of when it's done. It's pretty awesome. Basically, I spent most of my time here in Yucaipa. I bought a house down here in Cherry Valley, and it's close. I hate the fucking drive to LA, you know, but I'm always here in Yucaipa. I work here a lot, but I wanted to open up a shop so I can have my clients that come from other countries or different states, so I could go meet them at LAX and come pick them up from the airport and stuff like that. I decided to open up a shop like the day of my brother had got fired from his old job. He's like, hey, I want you to help me out, Roman. I said, well, dude, I want to open up a shop. And I had just got off that TV show, so I was like, you know what, it might be cool to, let's go check it out. And it just so happened my appointment canceled the day of, and we just drove out and we got lost. We ended up driving through these houses, and we ended up on Melrose. We started walking down the street, and like seriously, like we walked like a block and a half, and we seen this building, and it was all pretty much already done. I guess it had been a previous tattoo shop, and they had basically bailed out, and then the guy told us to get out of there, and he wasn't gonna deal with tattoo artists and all this. And so he basically said, like, look, dude, like, here's the money, let us do our thing, and you'll never have to hear from us again. And it ends up, the guy's super cool. You know, we go to his bar and always drink, and we open up the shop, and we got some awesome artists there. My brother Rick runs it, so it's a cool spot, man. I enjoy going out there, but like I said, it's hard to do it every day, so that's why I'm out here in Yucaipa, because the drive kind of gets to me, you know? When I first started, well, when I met Cholo, he introduced me to like Paul Booth and Guy Atchison and stuff like that. And I'd look at their stuff, and until like 12 years ago, I didn't really know who was who and what was what. So, I mean, I just seen the guys that were in the magazine at that time. And, that's the stuff I was looking at. So, but as far as artists and stuff like that, I was really inspired by Geiger and like Boris Vallejo and Julie Bell. As far as tattooing, there was really, the internet wasn't that crazy. Now it's like, it's crazy how many dope ass artists there are, like computer graphic artists, and just all kinds of stuff that you can find on the internet now that you weren't able to find back in the days. And you had to search through magazines and go crazy trying to find some cool stuff to get inspired by, I've been doing conventions for a long time. I really haven't hit that peak where I'm over conventions. I've always done conventions. I enjoy them. I enjoy going out there and meeting people and having a good time and partying and stuff like that. That's what I do. I just like to party. If you're not having fun, you might as well, get a normal job, I love what I do, and it allows me to have fun and party and travel all around the world and meet a bunch of cool people, and that's what I do it for the fun of it, I guess. It makes me feel like I don't have a job. Doing conventions and stuff like that, it does keep your name out there and keeps you on the circuit, and yeah, it's cool because you're still letting people know that you're out there doing your thing. And I mean, now they got the internet too, so I mean, you can stay home and be a hermit and do all that. I mean, some people do that, but I just like to go out there and meet all the new guys, and I love going to convention and coming home and being like, awesome, man, I can't wait to do this tattoo because I got pushed by this guy that I met and he was awesome, or this girl from Hungary or whatever, or anything like that. No, it's just good, man. It's like you want to always get inspired, and that's what I feel like when I go there. That's what happens, or go anywhere, I was about 2 or 3 years into tattooing, and I wanted to tattoo my head because I didn't wear bandanas and I didn't wear hats. So I was like, I'm gonna tattoo my head, you know? I met this guy, he like taught me how to tattoo at Empire Tattoo. I told him I like Geiger, and he's like, cool. So he did like this skull and a drill on my head, and I was like, fuck man, that's so detailed and so awesome. And then he did all this stuff on the sides, but he didn't do all the sides. It was kind of only a little bit, like on the bridge of it. And I never knew that would make me want to have a mohawk the rest of my life. So I ended up growing a mohawk, and then he passed away. So I met this guy named Carson Hill. I used to work with Mike Cole at Tried and True, and Carson's like, let me tattoo your head, Roman. And at the time I had already had a mohawk. It's been about a good 8-9 years now I had a mohawk. But he's like, let's tattoo your head. So I had to shave my head, and I was like, oh, dreading that. So I did that, and then he ended up doing the whole side of my face and my neck, and it was like 11 hours on the side of my head, and I was done, man. I really liked it, so we did the other side, and then, I don't know, it's just stuck with me forever, you know? I can't do anything else now. It's like, if I were to shave my head, I would look like a gangster. If I were to grow my hair out, it wouldn't be me, you know? So, just kept it like this forever, until I lose my hair on my head. I actually just went to, it's my little girl Shiley's, she had her first play for preschool, and it's cool, man. I think all the kids kind of look at me and like smile and stuff, and it's cool because like I bring Cholo there, he got his face all tattooed. I think the kids are cool with it, man. They see we're good people, you know, so no one really freaks out anymore. I think it's pretty, people are kind of used to it. But who knows what they say behind closed doors, you know? I don't know, I see myself in 10 years. Hopefully right here, doing what I'm doing, but not so old.